If you're running a business, then chances are you're most likely going to be incurring some costs as part of running your business. Now, as a business owner, if one of your main goals is to actually make as much profit as possible, then one of the things you want to make sure you're doing is to make sure that you're claiming your allowable expenses. These costs can be deducted from your profit, and by doing so, you will essentially be reducing the amount of tax that you are liable to pay over to HMRC. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about what allowable expenses are, the different categories of allowable expenses that you can claim for, and also how you need to go about doing this. If you're new here, my name is Tess, and I'm a UK-based qualified accountant. And on this channel, I share weekly videos like this to help business owners like yourself. So do please consider giving this video a like and consider subscribing. Make sure to turn on your notification bell so that you are notified when a new video goes live. Now, what exactly are allowable expenses? Now, allowable expenses are basically costs which can be deducted from your taxable income in order to reduce the amount of tax that you are liable to pay. Now, the first category of allowable expenses that we're going to be covering are office equipment and tools. Now, basically, you can claim back the expenses of items such as your computer, your PCs, and generally any computer software that you have used for a period of less than 2 years. Now, the next category of allowable expenses that we're going to be looking at is for your phone and internet. Now, basically, a lot of people usually tend to use their phone and their internet either for business use entirely or for a mix of both business and personal use. Now, if you're in the category where you're using it for both business and personal, then you're going to need a reliable way of being able to actually show what proportion of it is being used for business use and what proportion is being used for personal use, because you're only going to be able to claim back the proportion that's being used for your business solely. Okay. The next category of allowable expenses that you want to look at falls under professional and financial services. Now, this basically means that if you're getting advice from a professional, say an accountant, a lawyer, an auditor, as part of running your business, then you can actually claim the tax back on their fees. So it's very important to make a note of this if you're currently in a situation where maybe you have an accountant that regularly does your accounting for your business, or you have a solicitor that you're using as part of running your business. If you have a business bank account, you can also claim tax relief on your bank overdraft or interest charges. So it's important to bear this in mind as well. Now, the next category to consider is your working from home costs. Now, working from home costs could be things like the cost used for your lighting, the cost used for heating up the room that you're working in, and also kind of your general insurance costs and other utility items. It's important that when you're providing the figures to HMRC, your figures must be based upon the floor area that you're using, or indeed the number of rooms that you are using to actually run your business. Okay. Now, if you use a vehicle as part of running your business, then you can claim tax relief on things such as your petrol, your insurance, and also any other car repairs that you actually carry out as part of using that vehicle to run your business. Now, next up is marketing and advertising. Now, basically, you can claim tax relief on the costs that you've paid for advertising and marketing your business. Okay, so that includes the cost of actually hosting and maintaining your company website, as an example. Next up is professional membership fees. Now, if you're a member of a professional trade body or an organization that is required as part of actually running your business, then you can claim tax relief back on your membership fees that are actually paid to that body or organization. Next category of expenses to consider are your clothing items. Now, it's important to understand that you can't generally claim for clothing items that you would generally wear on an everyday basis. However, if you use a uniform that identifies what you do, or you have to use a particular type of protective clothing for the nature of business that you operate in, then you can definitely claim back on this. Hopefully this video has been useful for you. I do have a variety of other useful videos that can help you as a business owner, so do make sure you click into this playlist here that shows up. Please do make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. I will see you in my next video.